This wasn't actually supposed to be me making a new lobby, but since I'm here, that was just me getting rid of the red dot. Blastoise or Umbreon? I mean, I think the Umbreon is definitely the better character. I think that the Blastoise Unite move is a little bit more impactful, even though you get fewer of them. But like, your Squirtle game plan is basically feed me all the farm so that I can carry, but you can just like carry, and then I can also carry if you're Umbreon. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't really been getting level 5 as quickly and level 7 as quickly since you've taken off the EXP share. Normally I'm like level 7 by the time the first objective shows up, but you're like level 4. But lately it's been, we're both level like 6 or something like that. Also, I now have a good number of games. Let's see. I almost removed you from lobby. Oh yeah, you're actually up there. Look at that, 700 battles. Yeah, that is actually like a normal number of games. You're a Leafeon user? Sounds good. I want to see if I can hit 10k matches before this game dies. This game is not dying for a long time. Like, it might be a decade before this dies. Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by die. So what I mean by die is the service is no longer available and you can't play against humans online. But the game could become stagnant, and like when they stop doing updates for a long time. Trying to reach master rank, been going up and down on the, what's it called? Alright, well, we'll be here, and maybe we can give you some tips as to what we see, as to why you might be not able to reach master. I mean, some of it is just, sometimes you just need to play more, right? That's most commonly the reason why you're not able to reach master rank. It does take, like, actually playing the game. So some people will be like, will hit maybe like 30 games, 20 games, and be like, oh, I'm stuck in Ultra. But, like, that's a normal amount to play and still be an Ultra rank. There's no such thing as luck on the ranked climb. You make your own luck in ranked. I want you to remove that from your vocabulary. I didn't take enough time to look here at the enemy team. So there's Zacian, Chansey, Litwick. Alright, going Shackle. I'm not meaning to take all that. Alright, I gave him one. Can't secure against Chansey. Done. At least XP away. Thank you. Showed yourself a little too early. Now they know that you're here. Enemy junglers here as well. Stuns. So, you'll notice that people in chat were saying that EXP, Score Shield is pretty bad. If you had a little bit more damage, you had one more damage item instead of a healing item or a health item, then you would have definitely gotten that kill on the Lapras. But instead, they walked away and got to live to kill us. Alright, well, we lost that fight. Everyone back up. No reason to die for it. They are going to crush bottom? No, they aren't. Okay. You're in the wrong part of the map, bud. You'll have time for another jungle rotation if you were already in position. You should just leave. You're not going to win. You're going to die. Top lane, back up. Yeah, especially since they went 3 top. I'm actually going to go back top. If they have 3 top, then we don't want to give that up for free. Zacian's probably going to try to solo that on their own. Want to give that up? Oh, okay. They can get that all they want. Now they're level 8 on Lapras. Alright, they're not actually going to go for this objective. Oh, they got it. And they break. 38, 15, 24, 23 overcap. Time for jungle rotation again. Red buff comes up in a couple seconds here. I'm just gonna let them take that if they want to, because as long as they don't score, then it doesn't really matter. As long as they don't score on the first goal, they can have the second. They can have. Yeah, it would have been fine if you put Regieleki into the first tower, and then we would have just had a 9 overcap. Here. What's for? What's over there? What are you trying to gather for? Let's see. 7. Let's speed away. Falcon comes in. Kill him. Nice. Time. Oh, there it is. Are we going for this one down here? You're not getting it that quickly. Level 11 to get my Spirit Shackle Plus. Oh, it's too late, but my team is so clutch. $40, yeah, 40 is the best we can do. That's a dead objective, by the way. Just don't let them score on our tower. You don't have to fight them anywhere except for on your tower to stop them from scoring. If they get the objective, then we let it in, and it's a 9 overcap, and then we just farm and DD. If we get it, then, you know, we get it, and it's fine. Just fight on the pad. They can get it if they want. There's no benefit to them if they get it, so they don't have the incentive to actually push for it. They're gonna wait for us to overcommit. There's one in there. Alright, they got it. That's good for us. Must not be listening to the stream. I'm just gonna let the thing kill him there. There we go. Oh no, it's even worse! He let oh no, he died with it being, oh no. It would have been better for you to just let it in. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay. Very rookie mistake, but it's okay. We win these. Our Umbreon is nice and fat. Level 12. Oh no, come back. Oh no, our jungler's dead. They're so dead. Well, did we get it? Oh, we don't get it. I need to chill with that troll stuff. Not everyone is as good as you are. Man, you don't even want to play anymore? That's messed up, man. Trust me, you guys don't want to have a rule where I only play with people that are as good as I am. Alright, push as a team. Oh, split? Okay. Do we have a knight here? Nice. Keep the comeback. Oh. Nice, nice. We almost got it. Oh. The pot shot got me.
3, 2, 1. Time's
up. What's it called? If I had not known that there were 5 enemies literally up there, then I would have actually leaf stormed it into our own base.
You lose.
That was so close. We actually almost made the comeback. Yeah, the arrow missed the chandelier. Close, close. We needed 200 more. Poncho is suggesting that you should have backed in order to defend our base rather than go for the 50 score. I'm not so sure about that because I don't think there was anything that you could have done to stop them. You don't do enough damage, I don't think. And we needed to get that score anyway. Maybe the argument there would have actually been, well, maybe a Squishy could have gotten that score, or we could have grouped up and crushed everything from the top going down. Was Mean Look better that game? I don't think... No, Mean Look was not better. The only melees really were like these three. And you still would have been chunked by the thing here. So I think you should swap out the score shield. One, yes, I think that you should. We're going to actually look at that whole game as a replay from your perspective. And I'm going to tell you like pretty much everywhere that you went wrong. So don't take any offense to this, by the way. This is like, we just have more games in this game than you do. As you see, I'm about to hit 4,000 games. And I hit Master Rank every season. So this isn't going to be a dig at you in particular. But if you like learn maybe even 2 of the tips that I bring, you'll like have no trouble reaching Master Rank every season. So you are Leafeon. Your job in this matchup is to find the Pikachu and the Chandelure and kill them. That's your only job. You should not be attacking anyone that's not those two, basically. First off, never use your X speed there. I hate it when people use their X speed there. What you're signaling to the team when you do that is, I'm going to go to the jungle before you can try to steal it from me. And that is also you saying, I'm not a team player, and I don't think that you're a team player either. And then another thing would be for you to take these buffs first. Everything in this map spawns 1 minute after you take it. So it's actually better for you to get these first, because then they respawn before these do. And so if you do your first gank, and then whether it's successful or not, you go in and you get these, and they're worth more experience points than these are. Now we messed up here, for sure. Also, their players were pretty good. Like, they stole everything from me, and they got some score off. You showed a little bit too early, so their jungler knows that you're here. You'll notice that they just throw a move into the bush without even seeing you, because they already know that you're there. And so, when you saw them come up, then you should have been fighting this guy back here who's super squishy and dies easy, and not going for this guy who never dies, especially when there's a Blissey over here. So everything kind of just goes downhill from here, basically. Because now, if you think about it, now I'm still level 4, Demon's still level 3, and they're now level 5. So they're 2 levels higher than we are. And they're only going to get tougher, because they had EXP share on the Lapras. Luckily, they don't bully us and take all of our farm, because they really should have. And then, so you get your jungle rotation, which is fine, but it's like, because you got these last, now you're getting them last again. Let's see where you go after that. You should be going here. And you do, so that's good. You know about that, but you're late. You showed up 4 seconds late, and the enemy was just already there. They're just a good team, so you know you're playing with masters, so you're going to be playing against masters, and especially when you're on a 5-stack, you're going to be playing against other 5-stacks. So they were just there, and they just immediately took it, and there was nothing that we could do about it. From here, we should have just all backed up and left. Oh, you got... Okay, that's fine. I was wondering why you died there. It's because you got hit by Electro Web. That's not your fault. I thought it was. So you die there, and then everyone else just runs away. And you just have to let them score because there's 4 of them. And, like, what are you going to do? At least you get level 7 or level 6 here. But you've done a good job on defense, so there you don't have anything there. There's no reason for you to be over here. Like... You're only 1 level higher than their lane defender. You should be like, there's really not anything for you to do right now, and that's okay. You should be being at full health so that 16 seconds from now you're alive in order to take this middle farm. And it's okay to just be bored sometimes. It's kind of like camping in Smash, right? Like sometimes you're just on the other side of the stage and you're waiting for them to come to you, and that's all right. So now you don't have X speed because you used it to get away that one time. And the rest of us are beginning position. Okay, Demon actually gets a little caught out here. And I don't think we can save her, so... Oh, I guess another thing is, if you've cleared your jungle in time, then you actually, instead of going for these birds, you can actually be in position to take another rotation here. And since I know that that's going to happen, I'm already in your position, because I didn't think that you were going to come back for it. Demon tries to save as much time as she can, but that's actually pretty good. She gave you all that farm, and now you walk away, alright? If you had your X speed from before, then you would have lived here, and you do live, so that's good, so that doesn't matter. Just let them score, because it's 6 points, it doesn't matter. And in fact, you actually want them to score here, because now look at this Reggie. When this Reggie Lucky goes in, is going to score 20 points on 18, which means that you get a 2 overcap, and you want to have small overcaps, because if we take their 2 towers and they take their 2 towers and no one else scores for the rest of the game, which is a pretty common scenario until Ray, then you want to be in the lead when the final objective shows up. But you just die for no reason. And then luckily you don't drop enough points. They're actually stacking, which is why they're like picking up small points here and there. I'm over here like hoping that they break a little bit so that I can farm, because I'm under leveled. I'm only level 7 and they're level 9s on the enemy team. And here's where I blunder. Pikachu actually rotates bottom. I didn't know that he was going to rotate bottom. So I'm staying up top, waiting for them to try to take this. But instead, you know, they do the smart play and take this objective. Because if there were 2 up there and I was up there by myself, then I can stay up there and be 2v1. And then the bottom will be, you know, 3v3 or 4v3. But Pikachu outplayed me, and so it was actually 1v1, and it was worse than that because you came up, and now it was 2v1 on their side, and they won the 4v3 bottom lane because of it. So I'm still... I think that around now it's about time for another rotation of jungle. 7:20, so it should be like 6:15, yeah. So these come up. Current me is smarter than past me because I don't have to actually pay attention to anything other than just the timer. So I could have gotten another rotation here, or Delphox could have gotten this, because Delphox is Flame Charge and Mystical Fire, so your goal is to get level 11 as quickly as possible. So you should definitely just take this jungle here, even though you're not the jungler, because our jungler's not getting it. You notice how you're level 8 and everyone else is also level 8 on your team? You should have been the highest level on the team because you are the jungler. Because you only got 2 rotations instead of 3, 4, 5. You're about to get caught up. I was a little unhappy about this getting in because I didn't think we were going to be strong enough to actually get this to be pushed in. So I think I come in with my Unite move. Yeah, I do come in with my Unite move because may as well. He barely lives that. And you should know that there's no way you're going to get a Lapras and a Blissey at full health on their base when you're at like 1/4 of an HP. I'm just trying to get pot shots on their thing, but I'm not going to be able to do enough damage because I have Blissey. And so now we have to defend against this. So, you know, it could have been 20 that went in, and then it would have been a 2 overcap. But then through a crazy sense of events, now if they pushed us out here, then they could have scored 40, and then that's going to be way more, right? So I would have much rather just give up that objective, and then we would have all this farm to get. That's my personal opinion. But we do end up defending this because we have Delphox Unite, and then they back up because that's healing reduction, and they don't want to deal with that. Everyone comes in, but they just die. Pikachu comes in, probably could have killed our Leafeon if they knew that they got that in the back, but then they would have died trying to get it. And so now we just go back to defense. Jungle's back up again. You're still here. So I just go down and get it. They're just doing what they're supposed to do, just sitting on goal because they're in the lead. So they know that the enemy is going to come to them. You have no hope whatsoever of fighting a level 10 Blissey and a level 10 Lapras. So it's mostly a waste of time to just even be up here at all, unless you just want to stop them from scoring their 40. I don't make the same mistake twice, do I? I go for this objective. I do, but I think I'm going to be too late. I needed level 11 in order to get my, my what's it called there. But the team is too clutch here. And Eldegoss gets it. I was trying to get Spirit Shackle Plus so that I would do extra damage on enemies that are less than half HP. But in that, I ended up losing the objective. So this was a pretty important fight, but you know, you were up here, which is that's not so terrible because, you know, Lapras is still here. If he had seen all 5 of us, then he probably would have gone over here to score. So it's fine. It probably would have been better if, like, Delphox were here guarding this. Because, you know, all you need to do is just have someone that can attack every couple of seconds. Because then you could have been down here killing the Chandelure and the Pikachu. But it's fine. 40-40, that's the best we can do here. You get a level 11 Delphox, which is very important. And this is the biggest blunder of the game that's about to come up here. This was like game losing here. Morale dropping. So I'm saying in chat, because I'm assuming that people have the chat open, or people have the stream open and are listening to me while I'm saying this. Our goal is at 11. So if they get this, fine. Just let it in. It's now on 11. It breaks with a 9 overcap. No problem whatsoever. So we don't care about this objective at all because I don't think we can push it in. And if they push it in, it doesn't matter. We just get farmed to catch up. Right? Like, notice how we have Indeedee and they also have Indeedee here, but they don't have Indeedee here. There's a whole minute left. So there's a little skirmish here. I'm still saying, like, I don't really care about anything. You guys should just be on goal. I missed the part where you died. Somewhere along the way you died. I wasn't paying attention to it. You were probably fighting, like, 4 of them as the speedster. And so you can just stand on this goal the entire time and they're forced to do something. So we see that there are 3 there. They hit this. They get the objective. And I'm like, well, I may as well try to steal it from them. And they get it, which is fine. So now, watch this. Everyone else is backing up. And we're all spamming retreat if you look at the map. Retreat, 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 retreat. And you're still fighting it. And now it's on 12. Now this would be fine. If you hit it down to 12 and then you let it in, then I would have been like, wow, you outplayed even us. So that's a really good play right there. But instead what happens is you hurt it enough and now it's at 8. And now that it's at 8, now they get to put another free 40 in. They put 30 in, but you get the idea. So now instead of, you know, this is just like a lot, you know. They could have put 50 in if they had a character that was level... No, they had a character that was 13. If they had enough, they could have just put 50 in. So this is why people in chat were saying that you're trolling. And I'm trying to get level 13 now. You're the same level as everyone on the team, including the EXP share support and the defender. Although the defender is not using EXP share. But you should not be the lowest level on the team. Or even the same level as anyone on the team. If you had kept on going to the jungle, then I don't think anyone here would have been taking this. And then this is another one here. So notice we're about to start thinking retreat, right? Here's the first one. Retreat, right? Here's another retreat. You hear 2 retreats. Because you were on the wrong side of the map. Like, you just walked into 4 of them, and then, well, I say, well, okay, well, this is bad, but I see 3 of them trying to stop him from scoring. The Score Shield does nothing. You immediately die after 1 hit because Score Shield is terrible on speedsters. And then I say, well, maybe I can get some, maybe just rip this, because, like, that's the only hope we have. Now we have to fight a 4v5, and they were already higher leveled than us, and they have the score lead on us, but they kill us. Eldegoss doesn't unite in time. You should anticipate the damage coming. You shouldn't, like, try to use it last second, or at least if you're going to do that, run a buddy barrier. if you're going to react, but then you had to get rid of one of your attack speed items, and then they just get it. It was a nice attempt. I think you missed the what's it called there, the mystical fire. So you can't actually aim at Rayquaza's body. You have to aim at the center right here. If you hit this little mark on here, then you'll hit Rayquaza. I was blinded when I Ray. Yeah, there was a lot of effects going on, fireworks and like unite moves from the Zacian and whatnot. Even though you weren't going to do anything, you probably would have been better for you to jump pad there, but it's fine. And now the team is typing in chat about how you misplayed rather than like actually playing the game. So they're just, now you've tilted your teammates. And maybe that 1 second mattered, because you'll notice later on that we actually lose by just a couple of seconds, because we only need 200 points to win at the end. And maybe if they had gotten off their pad a little bit sooner, then they would have gotten in position a little bit sooner. But because of how you played, you've actually made your teammates also play worse now. And we probably should all be pushing at the same goal, because there's no way that we get the split push. Alright, the goal getter, or not the goal getter, but the score shield actually works here. You score your 38, but you could have been up here helping us score our like 300 or something like that instead. And then you, after you get your score, you know, especially if you have Unite. Do you have Unite? You actually have Unite right now. So if you had instead been up here and helped us with the Pikachu, just imagine how this game could have gone. Now, everyone on the team had made their mistakes, right? Like, I missed the arrow that would have killed the Chandelure, and if I hadn't killed the Chandelure, then the Chandelure would not have killed our Delphox and all sorts of stuff. So everyone in the game could have played better. Like I said, the Eldegoss could have used their Unite move in order to save me. The Delphox could have gotten out of the base a little sooner. Everyone could have played a little bit better. But you made a lot of mistakes there, and if you clean up like even one of those, then you go from like win lose to just win 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 win.